If you have ever heard a Maine Coon before you saw one, you already know something is off. This cat does not sound like the cat in your head. It chirps. It trills. It makes soft, little bird-like sounds that feel almost too strange to come from a cat that can weigh anywhere from 10 to 25 pounds. And that odd voice is only the beginning. Your Maine Coon is built like a giant house cat, but it behaves like something else entirely. By the end of this video, you'll know why this works and how to apply it with what you already have. The Maine Coon is not just a fluffy big cat with tufted ears, a heavy ruff, and that huge bushy tail. It is one of the oldest natural cat breeds in the United States, tied closely to Maine, where it became the official state cat in 1985. That matters, because a natural breed is shaped over time by place and survival, not just by people choosing a look. These cats were valued as barn cats and ship cats, trusted to hunt rodents on farms and on working vessels. So, when your Maine Coon does something that feels bizarre in a living room, you may be watching an old survival habit show up in a modern home. At number 7, they chirp and trill instead of meowing. This is often the first thing that stops people in their tracks. You expect a deep, standard meow from one of the largest domesticated cat breeds. What you get is a rolling trill, a chirp, sometimes a quick, bright sound that feels closer to a bird call than cat talk. Maine Coons are known for these distinct trilling or chirping sounds, and that is one of the best-known traits of the breed. The reason usually given is communication tied to hunting behavior, not the plain house cat meow most people expect. Historically, these were working cats, prized for their hunting skill on farms and ships. A chirp or trill fits the picture of an alert, engaged hunter and a cat that wants to communicate without relying on the long meow people think of as normal. So when your Maine Coon walks into a room and gives you a musical little sound instead of a basic meow, it is not being dramatic. It is showing one of the breed traits that helped make it famous. At number 6, they play with water and dip their paws in it. A regular cat sees a water bowl and drinks. A Maine Coon often treats it like an experiment. Paw in, splash, steer, tap the surface, push a toy into it. Sometimes even food ends up in the bowl. For first-time owners, this can look ridiculous. It can also look like your cat is trying to make a mess on purpose. The usual explanation points back to the breed's coat and origins. Maine Coons have a heavy coat and are known for being comfortable around water in a way many cats are not. Pair that with a breed that developed in Maine and worked outdoors as barn and ship cats, and the strange water behavior starts to look less random. Pawing at water, checking it, moving things through it, and playing with it all fit a cat that is less bothered by wet conditions than most. It is one more reason these gentle giants get called unusual. They do not just tolerate water. They seem genuinely interested in it. At number 5, they fetch and bring you things. A toy flies across the room. Your Maine Coon chases it, picks it up, comes back, and drops it at your feet. Then it waits. Not because it forgot how being a cat works, because it wants you to throw it again. This is one of the reasons people keep calling them the dog of the cat world. Maine Coons are known for intelligence and affectionate behavior, and owners often describe a kind of retrieval habit that feels more canine than feline. The likely reason is tied to their active, engaged nature and their history as working cats. A cat that was valued for hunting and movement would not be a passive decoration. It would be alert, interactive, and ready to repeat a chase. That is what makes fetch feel so strange with this breed. It is not a one-time trick. For many Maine Coons, it becomes a game they start themselves. They bring the toy back. They ask again. And suddenly you are not relaxing with a cat. You are playing catch with a giant one. At number 4, they follow you from room to room. Not every cat acts distant, but Maine Coons have a reputation for attachment that stands out even among friendly breeds. You get up for water, and there is your cat. You head into another room, and there it is again. You are not alone for long. These cats often act less like silent roommates and more like devoted shadows. This behavior matches what breed groups and owners say about their temperament. Maine Coons are known for a friendly disposition and affectionate nature. That is part of why, according to the Cat Fanciers Association, they consistently rank among the top 3 most popular cat breeds in the United States. People like cats that feel present, responsive, and involved. The reason behind the constant following seems tied to that social, attached personality. A Maine Coon wants to be near the people it trusts. Not always on top of you, not always demanding, but nearby. Watching, supervising, joining in. If your Maine Coon escorts you through the house like it has a shift to finish, that is not clinginess in the usual sense. It is one of the breed's most loved traits. At number 3, they keep growing for years. This is where the breed starts to feel almost unreal. Most people are used to cats that look grown up fast. Maine Coons stretch that timeline out so long that owners often feel like the cat simply forgot to stop. Week after week, month after month, your kitten still looks bigger, heavier, longer, fuller. The wonder here is real because the breed is real. Maine Coons are one of the largest domesticated cat breeds, with weights commonly listed from 10 to 25 pounds, and males are generally larger than females. That large frame comes with the look people know instantly: the ear tufts, the neck ruff, the heavy tail. In a normal home, that kind of size already feels dramatic. A cat that keeps adding to that impression for years feels stranger still. The common explanation owners use is simple. Maine Coons mature slowly compared with what people expect from a typical cat. So if yours seems to be expanding long after you thought the growing stage was over, that is part of what makes this breed so unforgettable. It is like living with a cat that keeps revealing a larger version of itself. At number 2, they talk back. Speak to a Maine Coon, and there is a good chance it answers. Not with one bored meow, but with a series of trills, chirps, and soft vocal replies that feel weirdly conversational. You say something. Your cat answers. You answer back. The cat continues. Before long, it sounds less like pet noise and more like a tiny discussion. This trait grows naturally out of what the breed is already known for. Maine Coons have a unique communication style, and they are famous for being interactive. That combination matters. A quiet breed can be affectionate. A vocal breed can be demanding. The Maine Coon often feels like neither. It sounds engaged, like it expects a response and enjoys the exchange. That is why this behavior stands out so much in a home. Many cats vocalize. A Maine Coon often seems to participate. For owners, that can be one of the most charming parts of living with one. The cat is not only in the room with you, it is part of the conversation. And at number 1, they soak their food and toys before touching them. This might be the strangest behavior of all because it feels so hard to explain. A piece of kibble gets carried to the water bowl and dropped in. A toy ends up floating. Your cat paws at the bowl, dunks something, and only then seems satisfied. If you have never seen it before, it looks baffling. There is no single proven reason given in the research here, so this is where the best explanations stay just that, explanations. One possibility is that this odd ritual is connected to the same water interest Maine Coons are known for. The same comfort around bowls, splashing, and paw dipping that shows up again and again. Another is that objects become more interesting once water is involved, turning eating or play into a kind of routine the cat enjoys. What matters is that owners notice this pattern often enough for it to feel like part of the Maine Coon mystery. It is not folklore about the breed being something wild or part raccoon, because that old story is not science. It is simply one more habit that makes these cats feel unlike any standard idea of a cat. And that is really the heart of it. The charm of a Maine Coon is not just that it is big, or popular, or instantly recognizable. It is that every strange habit makes the cat feel more like a companion with its own strange rules. It chirps at you. It follows you. It splashes its water, brings you toys, answers back, and keeps growing until your idea of a normal cat starts to look very small. That helps explain why this breed holds people so tightly once they live with one. The Cat Fanciers Association places Maine Coons among the top 3 most popular cat breeds in the United States, and their appeal is easy to understand when you watch them in a home. They are affectionate, intelligent, and oddly interactive in ways that keep surprising you. They also have a long history behind that personality, from barn work to ship work to becoming Maine's official state cat in 1985. There is also a modern side to their story. In 2024, cat groups and breed organizations continued talking about responsible breeding and health screening, especially around inherited conditions. That part of the Maine Coon story matters too. Loving the breed means admiring what makes it special while taking its health seriously. Still, when people fall for a Maine Coon, they usually fall for the behavior first. The giant body gets your attention. The strange little soul keeps it. The next time you see a so-called normal cat, you might notice how much the Maine Coon rewrote the rulebook. It does not meow like you expect, it does not stop growing when you think it should, and it does not behave like any cat you have met. And that is exactly why the people who love them never go back to normal cats.